I am Vikram Seth, a poet. My journey is a way of understanding the world through poetry and stories. I was born in India, but I've always had a passion for adventures. Since childhood, I've been crazy about meeting new people and visiting new places. Every new place brought a new story, and I would weave those stories into my poems. I wanted to see the world, experience different cultures. Every culture is a different story, a different color. These colors make my life and my poems more interesting. Every country, every city, every village is a poem, a story in itself. So, I started a journey from China to India, a journey that would take me to the beautiful city of Kathmandu. This journey wasn't just geographical, it was a spiritual journey too. Every step of the way, at every turn, I found new experiences and new inspiration. My journey wasn't just about crossing borders, it was about going into the unknown. This journey gave me a chance to find myself. Beyond every border was a new world, a new story, which helped me understand myself better. It was about diving into the unfamiliar and emerging transformed. Every new place, every new encounter taught me something new. This journey gave me a chance to see myself in a new light. Every day, every moment, I was going through new experiences, and these experiences were adding color to my poems. I was eager to see what Kathmandu, nestled amidst the Himalayas, had in store for me. Kathmandu, with its ancient culture and beautiful scenery, became a new source of inspiration for me. I was eager to meet the people there, listen to their stories, and weave them into my poems to present to the world. This journey had just begun, and I knew that many more interesting stories and experiences awaited me. My journey began in China, where I spent time exploring its ancient wonders. This place is famous for its history and culture. The high walls of the Great Wall of China and the beauty of the ancient temples greatly impressed me. Every corner held a story. Every stone had history written on it. From there, I traveled overland, my backpack filled with dreams and a few essential belongings. This wasn't just a journey from one place to another, but also a journey of the soul. Every step brought new people, new experiences, and new lessons. The Himalayas looked magnificent, their snow-capped peaks touching the sky. These mountains weren't just a geographical structure, but a spiritual symbol. There was a different kind of peace in their heights, which drew every traveler towards them. Their raw beauty and vastness gave me a chance to connect with myself. They were a testament to nature's raw beauty. Everywhere was a new picture, a new view. These mountains spoke volumes even in their silence. Their raw beauty taught me how to find true happiness and peace. Kathmandu was a stopover, a place to catch my breath before going to my homeland, India. This city is known for its unique culture and heritage. The temples, stupas, and busy streets here colored me in their hues. Every street, every square was telling a new story. Little did I know that this city would leave a deep mark on my soul. The simplicity and warmth of the people here made me one of their own. The sunsets and sunrises here taught me how beautiful life can be. It was here that I would encounter the sacred and the profane, the chaotic and the serene. This city was a melange, where there was peace on one side and hustle and bustle on the other. This contrast was enough to make me understand how important balance is in life. Kathmandu taught me that everything has its own importance, no matter how small. My first encounter with Kathmandu's spiritual side was at Pashupatinath temple. This is a revered Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. The air was filled with the fragrance of incense and the murmur of prayers. The temple complex was a riot of colors, sounds, and smells. Monkeys were running around on the old stone carvings. Sadhus, holy men with ash on their foreheads, were meditating by the holy Bagmati River. The river itself was a sight to behold. It flowed with an almost mystical energy, carrying with it the hopes and prayers of countless devotees. In stark contrast to the vibrant chaos of Pashupatinath was the serene Baudhnath Stupa. This large white dome, adorned with the watchful eyes of the Buddha, seemed to radiate peace. It was a place for quiet contemplation, a place to find solace amidst the city's hustle and bustle. I circumambulated the stupa with other devotees, spun prayer wheels and chanted mantras. The air was filled with a gentle energy, a palpable sense of tranquility. It was here in the shadow of the stupa that I felt a deep sense of peace within myself. Section 5. The allure of the Tibetan market. Kathmandu was a melting pot of cultures, and nowhere was this more evident than in the Tibetan market. Here, Tibetan refugees displayed their wares, their stalls filled with colorful textiles, intricate jewelry, and prayer wheels of all sizes. The air was thick with the aroma of yak butter tea and the sounds of bargaining. I wandered through the narrow alleys, mesmerized by the vibrant colors and exotic aromas. It was a feast for the senses, a glimpse into a culture that was both familiar and foreign. Section 6. Kathmandu's bustling streets. Kathmandu was a city that never slept. Its streets were always alive with activity. Rickshaws zipped through the traffic, their drivers shouting out destinations. Street vendors hawked their wares, their voices a melodic counterpoint to the city's din. I explored the city on foot, my senses working overtime. The aroma of spices wafted from small eateries. Traditional Nepali music drifted from shops selling intricately carved wooden masks and statues. Kathmandu was sensory overload in the best possible way. Section 7. A symphony of flavors and sounds. Food in Kathmandu was an adventure in itself. From steaming bowls of momos, Tibetan dumplings filled with savory meats or vegetables, to dal bhat, a staple Nepali dish, my taste buds were delighted. I ate at local eateries, savoring the flavors of Nepal. The food, like the city itself, was vibrant and diverse. Every bite was a burst of flavor, a testament to Nepal's rich culinary heritage. Section 8. The road less traveled, not taken. My time in Kathmandu was coming to an end. I had originally planned to go to India overland, following a more adventurous route, but the lure of a comfortable flight was too hard to resist. With some regret, I booked a flight from Kathmandu to Delhi. It was the easier option, but it meant missing out on the raw beauty of the Himalayas. Still, I knew the memories of my time in Kathmandu would stay with me for a long time. Section 9. A flute seller's wisdom. On my last day in Kathmandu, as I stood outside my hotel, a flute seller approached me. It was a cold day, and the wind was blowing hard. I was bundled up in my coat when I saw the flute seller. He had a large bag slung over his shoulder filled with bamboo flutes. He displayed his collection of bamboo flutes, each one handcrafted and unique. Each flute was of a different design and size, and some even had intricate carvings. He told me that he had made these flutes himself, and each flute contained his hard work and love. I politely declined his offer, but he smiled gently and said, "Sometimes the most beautiful music comes from the simplest instruments." His words touched my heart. He said that life is similar, where we often find beauty in simplicity. His words resonated with me. I started thinking about how we often overlook the small things in our lives, while those very things can give us true happiness. That flute seller gave me a new perspective, through which I could see my life. It was a reminder that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places. We often look for beauty in big things, but true beauty is hidden in small and simple things, like a simple bamboo flute, which is a masterpiece in itself. As I boarded the plane to Delhi, I carried with me the flute seller's wisdom and the memories of my time in Kathmandu. That city had taught me a lot, and the flute seller's words had settled in my heart. I was thinking about how I could embrace simplicity and beauty in my life. A city that had touched my heart and soul. The colors of Kathmandu, its streets and its people, all became a memorable experience for me. I was ready to go back, but Kathmandu and the flute seller's wisdom would always stay with me.